Well, this week we had in special guests at Real Estate Resolved here in the offices, and it was a great opportunity. Look, we've been working with our partners now because I've been in business for about 20 years. So we've been working with our preferred partners for 20 years. When I say they're our preferred partners, what that means to you as our client is we have such strong relationships and bonds with them that we trust they're going to take care of you. And when we need them to jump, they generally jump because we have done so much business with our preferred partners. We are very loyal to our clients and to our preferred partners. And I was excited to say we had a new home inspection company come in and visit yesterday. And I learned so many new things that are offered in the home inspection business that I was unaware of. And so I just want to share that to say that the other company that we had in, now I don't know how fantastic their business is or their services or their home inspection is, but I do know what they offer is absolutely amazing. And so I share that to say one of the things that they offer is a concierge service during the transaction. And we're going to jump into item number 51 on the listing presentation and what we do to help you guys continue to succeed at selling your property with the least amount of anxiety and stress that we can do. And with this checklist, I think that you will feel very comfortable to move on. Who doesn't love a checklist where they can just go, check, it's done, check, it's done? I know my son, who is my office manager and licensed assistant, Nathan Alvarez, he loves his checklists. I'm a little wild for checklists, so he's my checklist checkmark guy. He helps me with them. So 51 is have utility companies provide average utility usage from the last 12 months of bills. Did you know you can contact them and request usage from the last 12 months? Because a lot of times buyers will ask for that information. That's one of the areas that we can remove the uncertainty about the home purchase. It makes the difference. So if you do that, it helps in the transaction. And that's going back to that home inspection company. Their concierge service that they offer is that they will help you transfer all your utilities from one property to the next. What is that? One extra nice thing to do when we're in the process of making this move. We love when the phone rings over here at Real Estate Resolved. So, continuing on to 52, research and verify city sewer and septic tank system. This is another thing that I learned yesterday at that presentation from the home inspection company that visited us. Shout out to Strong Towers for making me a better agent. Strong Towers Home Inspection Company. Anyways, did you know sometimes when they build brand new homes, yes, they tap in to the existing sewer lines. I think new sewer lines. Heck no, they tap into existing sewer lines. So, do you want to have a sewer inspection? Probably. As a buyer or a seller, you might want to have that done, right? Let's see. 53. Calculate the average water fees or rates from the last 12 months of the bills. So that's just checking and making sure you know your water usage. People like to know this stuff. Number 54, confirm well status depth output from well report. Well, where I'm at, wells don't really, well, they're just not part of the transaction currently. And they might be where you are. So talk with the agent where you're at. We're here in California, Southern California, near Pasadena. 55, natural gas. Research, verify availability, supplier's name and phone number. Gas.com is what it is right here. 56, verify security system, current terms of service, and whether it's owned or leased. That Ring service, everyone has Ring doorbells now, and they leave it behind. You don't have to, and you can leave it behind. Sellers, disconnect your account. Cancel, deactivate your account so the new homeowner can reactivate the service. Let's see. 53. Nope, we did that. Let's move on to 57. Verify if the seller has a transferable termite bond. Now, I've been working hard to get my termite guy to join us on a termite conversation right here on the podcast because I want to know more about what a termite bond is. If it's anything like a termite clearance, that just means that you're clearing the property of all those little creatures and the damage they've done to the property. And yes, it costs money, and sometimes it can be very expensive. Let's see. 58, ascertain need for lead-based paint disclosure. If your house is built before, I believe, 1978, 1976, you need to check. You might want to check to see if there's lead in the property and have it tested. 59, prepare detailed list of property amenities and assess market impact. This is something that the appraiser also does, right? He takes the list we have and then ascertains how much is each one of those items worth in an appraisal. So it's our job to make sure we give all that information to the consumer and the appraiser that's giving it their perspective on what it is worth. 59 and 60, prepare detailed list of properties, inclusions, and conveyances with sell, right? You want to talk about everything that's included: the refrigerator, the washer, the dryer, the solar system, the ring service, whatever it is you're including. And don't assume, buyer or seller, that something is included or excluded, not included from the transaction home purchase, because things can be excluded, not given to you. 61, compile a list of repairs and maintenance items. Everything that you're aware of that you can remember, we've got to disclose it anyways, Mr. or Mrs. Seller. So make sure you compile that list. 62, send vacancy checklist to the seller if the property is vacant, and register the property with the township if it is vacant or a rental home. You should let people know it's a rental or it's vacant, all the appropriate legal parties. Don't tell everyone, but definitely tell someone, because people need to know, especially those who are those people? Well, like the authorities. Let them know if you're going on vacation or the house is going to be vacant for a period of time or you moved a new person in. They want to know that information. 63, explain the benefits of homeowner warranty to a seller. The benefits of the homeowner warranty. Look, that's an optional thing that you as a seller can pay to a buyer. Okay. And it is not required. It is something that I believe is a great thing to do. Now, disclaimer. Okay, look, you probably gonna Google reviews on home warranty companies, and I'm gonna be really transparent on this. I have not had a home warranty company that I think is amazing in their customer service. What I can tell you is, if you want something paid for by someone else, you got to work really hard to get to it. And unfortunately, I haven't found the home warranty company that is amazing. I do love who I'm partnered with now, as long as you connect with my home warranty rep, not necessarily customer service. There's a difference there. Ask me more about it before you call them. Don't ask me after you've called them. You'll have a terrible experience. What else do we have here? 64. Assist sellers with completion and submission of the home warranty application. Our escrow team does that. They get everything completed and submitted on behalf of the seller and behalf of the buyer. 65. Place home warranty in property file for conveyance at time of sale. We do our best to send that information right on out to our buyers after close of escrow. And escrow sends it to you as the buyer as well. 66. Have an extra key made for the lockbox and one for your file. Always have an extra key. 1 to 2 keys is preferable because unfortunately sometimes keys go, oops, there it went. Someone took it with them on accident, not intentionally. It just happens. 67. Verify if the property has rental units involved. Very important if there's tenants or it's a rental property. Very important that we know that information up front because there's different rules and regs attached to that. 68. If the property does not have rental units, make copies of all if it does have, does have rental units, we might not have copies of all the leases for retention of the listing file and to forward to the new buyer. And verify all rents and deposits. That's item 69. We need to have that whole I'm going to sell my rental property podcast. Nolan, write that down. That'll be our next episode. What do I need to do to sell my rental property? Next episode. Don't sell it. That's my tip. Okay, there's reasons for it, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, 70. Inform tenants of the listing and discuss how showings will be handled. 71. Arrange for the installation of the yard sign. Oh no, Lori, I don't want a yard sign. Why? That's how buyers find it. They say, oh, there's the house. That's the special one. And I'll be really real. I look great on my sign, and my sign looks great in your front yard. 72. Complete the new listing checklist. We need to know everything about the property so that we make sure we check all those little boxes in the MLS to give you complete value, to give to the appraiser, to give to the buyer. So take time with your agent to give them that information. 73. Review curb appeal assessment and provide suggestions to improve saleability. I won't put your property on the MLS or release your address until I know the front yard looks great. And I always look at that as soon as I walk up. So try to have it looking good when I walk up. 74. Review the interior decor assessment and suggest changes to shorten time on market. Well, here's a tip, bonus to you. When you hire Lori Alvarez over at Real Estate Resolved, you get a free staging consultation. It's not free to me, it's free to you. I pay for it as soon as you sign the contract. If you opt to have it, it's not a required mandate. I just know that it'll get you more money and get me. When I get you more money, I get more money. So it's a win win all the way around. That's why I make the investment for you. I believe in you. Number 75, load listing into transaction management software program. Yep, we put it in all of these technological things, right? We got to know technology these days. It's just part of the business. It also allows for all of my assistants to support me real live time. Why is that important to you? Because you could call any one of my assistants. They're going to see my conversations. They're going to be able to listen to my conversations. My conversations are transposed. They're going to have the notes. They're going to know exactly what's going on. You won't have to wait for Lori to call you back. You could call any one of my assistants, and they are confidently empowered to give you answers immediately. Now, disclaimer, you shouldn't be calling my assistants. I should be ahead of the game and telling you what's happening. That's my goal, to exceed your expectations. Number 76, prepare local MLS broker marketplace profile sheet. It's where we check all those boxes, make sure because that's what seems to be most people are concerned about, Zillow or Redfin. We want to make sure your Zillow or Redfin looks its best. How does that happen? It comes from the MLS. Imagine that. Zillow isn't bigger than the MLS. They just, well, honestly, their website just looks better than ours. That's the truth. 77. Enter data property from the profile sheet into the local MLS broker marketplace data. And then 77, proofread the local MLS broker marketplace database listing for accuracy. Include proper placement in map. Okay. Hey, I just had this meeting last night with a buyer. We did their buyer's consultation. I absolutely loved her because she gave me her perspective on listing descriptions. And she's like, man, when those agents write their listing descriptions in all caps, it's like they're yelling at me. And I don't think it feels good. So I just skip it. She said, I hope you don't do that, Lori. She knew the answer. She'd already seen my listing. She saw how wonderful they were, and she hired me to help her buy a home, her first home. I'm so excited when I get to help women step in to home ownership for the first time. 80. Oh, we can't miss 79. Add the property to the company's active listings. That's so important. 79. Boom, you're active on the market. Everyone's looking at you. Celebrate it. Yes, this is where we get the money. It's just the truth. Unless you're overpriced. Oh my gosh. Then I'm sorry. I know you told me you want room to negotiate and you're not going to get it. So let's be real. Let's be really, really real. There's a Zestimate out there. There's a Redfin value out there. And are they right? No. Are they close? Likely. And does a buyer, well, buyers are not dummies. Buyers are looking at multiple properties and they know a cuckoo seller when they see it because it is all over the digits of your listing price. So don't be cuckoo seller. Price it right to get it sold. I know that hurt. I'm sorry. What else do we have? 80. Provide seller copies of the listing agreement and the local MLS marketplace profile sheet within 48 hours or within the time period of the local MLS broker marketplace guidelines. We send you your listing agreement the next day within 48 hours of signing the agreement. And as for your MLS worksheet, we email that over to you and we say, check it out. Look at your Zillow, look at your Redfin, look at your Realtor.com, whatever site it is you love, look at it. Tell me how it looks because it all feeds off the MLS. And then we go, okay, great. It looks fantastic, Lori. Or you need to change this or change that, or this doesn't look right, or I can't change it all because some of it is just public information. 81. Take additional photos for upload into the local MLS broker marketplace and use in flyers. You better believe it. We put it all in the MLS. Generally, you have 39 to 70 to 100 photos of your property uploaded, including digital photography, videos. Everything is there. We do it all. And my photography team is amazing. You could go back and listen to one of our other episodes. Uh, it is, what episode is that? The real estate photography episode. That one is, what is it, Nolan? Do you know it? Episode, what is it? Ready? Photo shoot. What is it? What do we call it? There it is. Episode 58. Behind the scenes with QuickVid on capturing your home. It is a fantastic episode to listen to if you're wanting to know more about what it is to get ready for the photo shoot. Or you could listen to episode number 11. I have two of them. Episode number 11, which is Ready, Set, Shoot. It's photo day. And that'll tell you just how to get ready for photos.